Hello friends, it's Jackie Bulhase from Confidence Stampers. Are you ready to make an easy fun fold card that works great with any products you have? And the whole idea is it's kind of a square card. I love square cards, but sometimes square cards are a little hard to mail. So this is going to let you create a square card and then turn it into a not really a square card. Okay, I hope you got your curiosity peaked there. Let's go ahead, let's flip the camera down and let's get crafting because I'm excited to share this card with you. So I think this time I'm going to show the card to you at first so you know where we're going with this one. And then we're going to make it. And then I have several other samples using the same template to show you how any products you have will work great for this design. Now, I mentioned square card. It's not square, okay? This is normal 5.5 and 4.25. But if you notice when I open it up, this part, our whole focal image is square. And sometimes square is just fun to work with because it's different. So this is what our card looks like. So essentially it's square, but not really. So let's set that aside and we're gonna do our card base first. Now this is just our normal 5.5 by 8.5. We'll go ahead, we'll score it in half. But then we're going to turn it this way. Actually, I don't know which way. It really doesn't matter that much. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to cut, and let me just double check, 1.25. So we're going to go ahead and on the front, I am going to cut down to the score line. Okay, that's why we scored first, so we have something to look at. And we're going to bring this down. I can see the score line right there. And now this is what our card front is shaping up to be here. So let's stick that aside and let's grab the bone folder. And we're gonna just go ahead and get some nice crisp folds in there. Now to make this card, because we're dealing with that square, I am going to actually just take some adhesive on this one and we are going to glue our little strip down. So let's just make sure it lines up nice on the left edge. So there is our card base that we're going to build off of. So let's set that aside for a little bit. And we're going to bring in our pieces. Now, I don't have all the measurements sitting here by me, but I do have them over on the blog post. So you can go use the link in the video description. It'll take you over there and you can check out all the measurements to create the same card. And I'll have the supply list there as well. Now, we are using the, what's it called? Sunset Coast stamp set and dies. I love these. My original, if you notice, we have the sailboat. So we're going to change it up and we're going to use the lighthouse on this one. So what I'm going to do is take my die. I'm going to kind of center it left to right. I want to be a little bit more up towards the top than the bottom to give me room to build some stuff down there. And I'm going to go ahead and run this through my die cutting machine and I will be right back. Okay, a lot of the pieces just started falling out as I pulled it out. You can also use take your pick tool if you have a few little pieces stuck in there like so. And there is our gorgeous die cut lighthouse. Now we're going to bring in a piece of this paper because what we want to do is layer our lighthouse over it. Now this piece, let's see, we're at like 3.25 or 3 3/4. So I need a piece that's a little bit smaller than this just so I can put it behind my secret C here. But it's, and you may feel like you're wasting paper. Don't feel that way because you can use the scraps for other things. But what I like to do is just kind of play around here. Where do I want this? I want to see my little sunset there. Do we want to go up more, down more? You can see how you can just kind of play around. And then I literally eyeball it and say, okay, let's just trim it right there. And then we're going to flip it over. And we said we wanted to be just a little shy of 3 3/4. So let's just go 1/8 shy, like so. Okay, so now you can see I don't do a whole lot of precise measuring on this one. And then again, we're gonna do the same thing. You like it there? And then just stick it up there. Let's just trim. And we'll flip it this way to make sure we keep that sun where we want it. A little bit shy of 3 3/4. And there we go. This paper, I tell you, is gorgeous. Can you see the sheen in it? I don't know if the light's picking it up. It is just absolutely stunning. Okay, so that we're going to set aside. Now, if you bring this back, you'll notice we want a little strip there, okay, to just carry our color scheme over. And I believe this strip, see, I don't have my, is 1. So we can go ahead and take some of these scraps. And what do we want? I'm going to use this piece because see how that just coordinates so nice? And I bet it's, oh, it's close enough to 1 there. And we need it to be 4, like so. Let's see if that fits on our little side piece. Look at that. Okay, set this aside. And I tell you, this card truly is easy, okay? So we're going to go ahead. And I want to make sure I get the pink kind of towards the top, blue towards the bottom. So, like I said, I've got some other ones I'm going to show with when I'm done here. Okay, this piece now, we want to go ahead and we are going to, I like to just put the adhesive kind of around, whoop, come on, around here. I'm not going to go all the way out to the edge because remember that DSP is just a little bit smaller. Put a couple dots on the lighthouse. There you go. And then go ahead and stick that on there. Line it up where you want it, making sure that your designer series paper is not showing out the edges. And then I have a piece of basic white that we're, ooh, I say, make sure it's not showing. I can see here where it's showing just a smidgen. Not a problem. I like to just take my snips and we'll just trim that off here. There you go, much better. And we're going to go ahead and then glue this down to that basic white layer. You know, with these dark colors, using white as a layer just pops everything. Okay, there is that part of it. Now, I did do some die cutting ahead of time because really at this point, it's just a matter of finishing up this card however you want. These are some dies that are in the set. This is like a little netting, okay? Now, I think I did on my first one. I did trim this down a little bit because it is kind of big, right? So we want it on there, but we don't want it to overpower. You can just cut it anyway, right? And we'll stick that on like so. And what I'm going to do is just put, I don't need a lot, but just a few little dots here in the inside. Good. You could use like a, your silicone craft mat for that if you don't want to risk getting adhesive on your hands. And then we need to make our little sentiment here. I don't know if this strip is big enough. Let's grab this one here. And I have scrap paper here and Secret C. And let's go ahead and, what did I, congratulations. Okay, the other one I did happy retirement. So we'll switch it up. We're using a lighthouse on one, sailboat on one, retirement, and congratulations. So those are ready to trim down. Let's see. Keep putting the cutter away, and then I keep realizing we need it back. So let's bring it back here. Now, when I do sentiments, especially when I want, sorry, we got a big old light bulb there. I just go on the edge of a scrap paper, try to get it nice and easy, you know, even straight along the edge, and then bring in your paper trimmer and trim it down. That is the easiest way to get these really nice, tight greetings, okay, when you're working with a really small piece like this. And then what we're gonna do is let's just stick congratulations. You know what, I think that's a little big. Let's trim off a little bit more of this. There we go. I like that better. We'll bring in some mini dimensionals. And again, with minis, I always like to, ooh, that one stuck to my finger. I like to use my take your pick tool. It makes it easy to kind of scoop them up and put them on there. And then if you, oh, I got 2. We'll have lots on here. And then if you just kind of poke down, you can easily pop those backings off and get them everywhere. And now remember, we're just building a square card here. So we'll go ahead and stick congratulations on there. And then I did die cut. There's a die in here that will cut out 3 little seashells. or a starfish and 2 seashells. And I cut them out of vellum just so they were just kind of soft and light. I didn't want it to overpower my sunset. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of liquid adhesive on there. And let's just kind of tuck these in here. They can go part way, you know, under or over. Let's see, let's do this one. The liquid adhesive, if you just put a little bit and keep it thin, it works perfect with vellum. You won't see it. It'll dry clear. Let's see, what should we do with this last one? Probably down on the bottom. Let's see. And then we're going to do a little stamping for the inside as well on this one. Okay, so there is our square focal point, and we're going to just put that right there. Got to use dimensionals. I'm all about the dimensionals. I joke all the time that they need to be on auto ship. Every order I get, I should get some more dimensionals because that's about how fast I go through them. And then we're going to go ahead, center that on our little square piece. So we've got this much going so far. Now let's bring in a piece of basic white. Remember, all the measurements are over on the blog post. So grab the link in the video description there, and that'll help you find them. And I just have a few of the stamps from the set here. And I call this my little water, okay? We're gonna go down at the bottom. Just have got a little ocean going there behind our lighthouse. And I think, oh yeah, I grabbed one of the sailboats. So let's just type a sailboat. It's out there sailing away. And then, let's see, because I'm doing this one a little different than my sample, so we'll see how it turns out. These are all sentiments that are part of the set. So wherever this note finds you, we're going to go stamp that. And then we're going to follow that up with, I hope it finds you happy. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We'll stick that on Secret Sea. I'm not using black. I'm using Secret Sea. I call it my black, my absolute favorite color. I use it instead of black for almost everything. So there is our inside. We can go ahead and add this to the inside. And here will be our square card that's not square. How's that? And there you go. So, like I said, it was just fun to really create a square card, but yet make it a normal size card for mailing. So there's our 2 versions. You can see how we use different designer series paper for the colors, use all different sentiments from the set, and we did a lighthouse on one and a sailboat on the other. So there you go. Now let's take a peek at some of the other ones I made. I think I got 3 other ones here. So this is Waterside Retreat, Lakeside Retreat. Sorry, I just can't remember names of the products anymore, but this is in our current catalog. I love the little chair back there. And then these are images cut out of the designer series paper, wishing you a day of relaxation, happiness, and love. Happy birthday. Great little masculine card. But again, fun to create in that square format. And then the Moonlit Flora, which you've seen me use a ton, again, works perfect for this. We got a little bit of designer series paper over there. And that. Now, all the pictures of all of these over on the website for you. And then this one's super simple. I just focus on a little stamping there. But this designer series paper is that velvet touch. I'm sure the video doesn't pick it up, but there is velvet on here. It is all touchy-feely and gorgeous. So there you go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different versions of our square card that's not square. I hope you like this. Now remember, if you want to remember this fun fold, grab the measurements and make yourself a template. A lot of times I create the template and show you the card. This time I made the card, but you could easily make a template to keep it so that you can make this all the time. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And if you like my projects, make sure to share my channel and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any fun crafty moments with me. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.